thinking about moving to Jupiter and the surrounding area, maybe Palm Beach County, but you know you want to get to Florida, you looked at prices and you're kind of like, whoa, what happened? Well, today, I'm going to tell you about another area that's very close to us and also the 5 reasons you might hate it. So if that sounds good to you, you better keep watching. My name is Andy Johnson over at the Andy Johnson Group with eXp Realty. What are we talking about today? Andy, what place in the world are you referring to? Folks, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. It is called Port St. Lucie. Let's go over to the reasons that maybe you don't want to live in Port St. Lucie. So what are the reasons that you would not want to live in Port St. Lucie? Let's go through those 5. Number 1, and this is going to be important to people, is Port St. Lucie and St. Lucie County have some of the highest taxes in Florida. Boo. You know, it is what it is, folks. When you really look at cost of living again in Port St. Lucie compared to Palm Beach County or, you know, Broward or Miami-Dade, it's still, the taxes don't make up the difference. It's still a more cost-effective choice, but you are going to pay higher taxes in Port St. Lucie. So let's go on to number 2, beach access. Listen, I know for a lot of you this is going to sound really silly, but the truth is when I moved down here, one of the things that my wife and I did, and we drove up and down the East Coast and up and down the West Coast, and we always went to the beach to see which beach we liked the best. And I got to tell you the truth. I mean, I've been here for over a decade now. I don't go to the beach that much anymore. It's just not as fun for me as it used to be. I don't like the sand. I take my kids, and I'm a pack mule, so it's funny to me now, but I know how important the beach is for all of you that love to spend time there and get to spend a lot of time there. And beach access in Port St. Lucie is more difficult. It's farther. Like Port St. Lucie proper actually doesn't even have their own beach. You know, there's a lot of different accesses, but you know, the other thing too is if you are, you know, if you're located in like the Traditions area, which is a new construction area in Port St. Lucie, and we're driving to the beach, man, you're easily probably looking at about 30 minutes or so, 25, 30 minutes. And that's assuming that you're not hitting major traffic. So that's another one. Number 3 kind of ties into what I was talking about earlier, why some people like it. And that is that there are not HOAs. So Port St. Lucie's feeling, the actual feel to me when you drive around is different than other areas here. And you know, when you're driving through the lots, because you have non-HOAs, I don't know, the community feel isn't always the same there. Also, when I'm driving through, especially older parts of Port St. Lucie, not so much the new construction areas, I don't know, there's just this, it's like residential strip mall, and it's not bad. I just don't find it as attractive as some other places that we service. Again, the value can really make up for a lot of that, but it has a different feel to it to me when you're traveling around town and going from point A to point B. So, you know, you may be thinking, yeah, I love the value, but to me, Port St. Lucie is definitely one of those, like if you're familiar with Jupiter and you love Jupiter, you love the feeling of Jupiter, but you love the price of Port St. Lucie. You want to spend a day, you know, just kind of driving around to see, you know, what you think of the area. And then, so number 4, you know, for a lot of people that come down here, they want easy access to airports. And I get that, right? It's a second home, or they travel a lot to see family. And, you know, when you're in Palm Beach County, you've got the West Palm Beach Airport, then you can hop down and you can go to the Fort Lauderdale Airport, or you can go all the way down to Miami. And even if you're in kind of the northernmost part in Jupiter, you know, Miami's probably about an hour and 45 minutes. Fort Lauderdale, you know, you can probably hit in about an hour and 10 minutes. And West Palm, man, you're there in 20 minutes. So no matter where you are, you know, you've got really close access to airports. Port St. Lucie doesn't have that. You know, you're right in between Miami and Orlando, so you have 2 international airports to choose from, but you're really going to be about 2 hours away from both of them. And the West Palm Beach Airport is going to be about probably a 50-minute drive, and that's once you're on the highway. So, you know, if you lived in East Port St. Lucie, had to drive over to 95, which is going to be located a little bit out west, it definitely adds some time. And one other, my number 5, I'm actually going to do 6 reasons I don't like, which I know that outweighs, and it shouldn't be like that. But number 5 about Port St. Lucie, another thing is, as of now, they don't have any real downtown area. Listen, there's plenty of shopping, there's plenty of restaurants, and in the new construction area, they're really building some cool stuff. But as far as an actual downtown space, you know, they just don't have it. So if that's something that's super important to you, that feel or that ability to go somewhere very quickly, very easily like that, you just really don't have it there. You know, you can hop down to Stewart, which has a really quaint kind of downtown area, but otherwise, you know, you're looking at like downtown West Palm, most likely. And again, you know, that's a trek, right? I mean, it's not that you couldn't do it on a Friday night or a Saturday night, but you know, on a Wednesday, if you're wanting to hop downtown and grab a drink and something to eat, it may be a little bit farther than what you are wanting to do. And that leads me to the other one. And, you know, this isn't bad or good, I guess I'll say, but it's just kind of where Port St. Lucie is located and kind of how the highway system ranges. So you'll notice if you look at the map, 95 and the Turnpike kind of swing out and go on the outside or to the west end of Port St. Lucie. And again, there's a ton of new construction there and there's a lot of housing there. But if you end up purchasing something east Port St. Lucie and you got to go north and south a lot, hopping over to the Turnpike in 95 isn't always the easiest thing to do. It's a little bit of a drive. So, you know, there you go. Again, not good or bad. Something else to be aware of with the map, obviously, and as you look, is where Port St. Lucie is located. So obviously there are a lot of jobs. People work in Port St. Lucie. There's restaurants and businesses and all of those things. But the truth is a lot of people that live in Port St. Lucie actually commute down to Palm Beach County. And so just so you know, again, once you hit 95 of the Turnpike, depending what exit you're going to get on, you know, to get down to Jupiter and be on the highway, you're looking from about 25 to 35 minutes. You know, if you're going farther south to Boynton or something like that, you know, it's going to be about an hour. And again, I'm giving you no traffic timelines. The one nice thing is about you know, if you were to live up there, but you were commuting to Palm Beach Gardens, North Palm Beach, or anywhere up here, you're really not going to hit any traffic, which is the beautiful thing. No matter when you drive on the highway, but as you head farther south on 95, you know, once you hit like Riviera Beach, you're going to pick that up. So, you know, bottom line is we help people go to Port St. Lucie every year. We help people sell up there because it really is a great place to live, no matter what you want. You know, single family homes are definitely where we've helped the most people, more than condos up there. They do have them, but that's where people's draws. But you have all ages, you have 55 and older communities. And the big reason that a lot of people go up there is folks, you know, the value is second to none, honestly, when you're comparing it to Palm Beach County, right? As we know, in real estate, it's location, location, location. And the fact is, if you want the location of Palm Beach County, which I love, I absolutely love, you're gonna pay for that, right? If you wanna be down here, but you wanna save some money, you wanna keep a little cash in your pocket, Port St. Lucie is still a great place to be. And because it's just a little bit farther north, you still get the beautiful Atlantic Ocean. But even when we get into the winter, you know, it's still fantastic weather. It's warmer. You know, it's not like once you get up by like Orlando and go farther north into Melbourne and places like that, you know, it stays warm, but their cold days are a little bit colder. And you go farther north than that, in Florida, it doesn't even matter. I don't even know why you're in Florida anymore, right? I mean, we want warm weather. That's why we're here. I shoot these outside just because it's so freaking fantastic. I can't help it. Listen, no matter what you're looking for, I'm here to help you. My team is here to help you. Whether you want Palm Beach County, Port St. Lucie, you know, you want to be in Stewart, you want to be in Boynton, you want to be in Boca, you want a condo, you want a single family home, you want a townhouse, you want a golf course, you want waterfront, I don't care. I got you. Give me a call. I love to talk about real estate. I'd love to talk about what you're looking for. And one more time, if you haven't done it already, remember to click subscribe and go ahead and like us while you're at it. Thanks for checking out the video today.